Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel or welcome to my channel, Kirby Scruples. I wanted to give you a life update of what's been going on in my life. So this is footage from New Year's Day. I took myself to this place called Jerusalem Bakery. It's really good. It has a lot of vegan and vegetarian options. That's some baklava right there. It's like a sweet pastry treat that I like to get sometimes. I ordered a falafel. Not too long after that, I got sick and I was a little depressed because I wasn't able to clean and organize my room the way I needed to. Most of the packages that I ordered for my room didn't come in a timely manner, so my room was just in chaos from over the holidays. This is me in the main living area of the house, and I'm just putting all the Christmas decorations away. uh, Not too long after, I had to go to the licensing office to get my businesses registered. This is me vlogging, so I'm like talking to the camera, but you can't hear what I'm saying because I've been practicing vlogging and I just actually haven't edited or uploaded any of that footage. So you're going to see a lot of that throughout the video. But yeah, my Etsy account got blocked because I didn't have the right paperwork and stuff set up. So after I got that done, I went out to eat and got some hibachi, and that was really good. I ended up leaving my purse there, and I had to drive all the way back there after getting home. So since it was still the beginning of the month, and I'm a live-in nanny, I had to make sure I got the calendar and schedule set up straight. Later that night, I ended up getting my package in the mail. I got lots of packages this month. But I ordered some hair from Hair VV. And for those of you who don't know, I suffer from a type of OCD disorder called trichotillomania. And I use wigs and extensions and things like that to cover the hair on my scalp so I don't pull my hair out. Because that's what trichotillomania is a person who pulls out their hair. And then I met a new friend and she took me to this bar. I can't remember what it's called, but we hung out there and that was pretty nice. And then the next day, I ended up installing that uh, wig. And this is some of the stuff that came in the box with the wig. And it's my second time ordering from Hair VV. I really like it. It's like idiot proof. Installing lace front wigs is not the easiest. There is a whole method and process, and Hair VV wigs just makes it easy. I got my nails done because I wanted to get used to having nails since my birthday is coming up. Every week, the kids go for piano lessons, so this is me taking them for their lesson for the week. And while they do lessons, I go to the cookie shop right next to there, and it's called Kyrie's Cookies. It's really good. I try a different cookie every time I go, so that's like the chocolate chip one. And then later on that week, I had to meet up with someone that I like do business networking with, and she owns a hair company, and she decided to donate some hair to the nonprofit I founded called the Trick to Stop. And that's for people who suffer from the OCD disorder, trichotillomania. And we had met at that restaurant where we got food, we did a little interview, and then I came home. Actually, this is another day, and I'm putting together the loft style bunk bed that I had purchased that finally came in the mail from Amazon. So Callie's here helping me put that together. This is me just picking up another package. And then here is a day where I'm doing some arts and crafts. Well, really, I'm making the pretty and pink pom-pom pins that I sell on my Etsy account. And that is like my number one item that I sell on that account. I've been making those since I was in middle school and I just perfected it. And I got it to where I can write in pink glitter ink, and a lot of people like it and buy it. This is Cali practicing piano. She does that on her own. I don't even have to ask her. She loves learning about piano. I got some PR packaging, and this time it was those chocolate covered pretzels. They wanted me to try those out, so I did a video on that. And then here are the Fashion Nova pants that I got in the mail, and it's my first time ordering from Fashion Nova. And I think these jeans are great. Originally, I ordered the wrong size, so I had to reorder them and send the other ones back, but these are a size 9 in regular length, not tall length. I thought I needed the tall length because I have long legs, but I was bending over like that because it makes my butt look flat kind of. And then this is me wearing a dress that I bought from Ross on clearance from probably when they had like their Christmas selection, but it goes into Valentine's Day that's about to come up, and it's still cold at night here in the South where I live. So I figured that would be good. I do have on my hip pads where I have narrow hips. I don't really have hips. So I wear like these shorts underneath this shapewear that have like these pads on the sides to give me the illusion of having hips. And I really like it. It gives me confidence and it just makes my outfits look really great. So this is a coffee shop that I visit at times to go do work or meet up with other people that like I do business with and network with and things like that. And yeah, we met up here. I'm just checking out my makeup
I thought I
here.
looked cakey.
Let's see. On this day is a day I just decided to go to Pop Shelf. There's some arts and crafts supplies that I get there to make my pins, and I needed to restock. So I'm just looking at different things in the store. I do have a thing about blue glass. I really like blue glass, and I thought this was really pretty with the gold embellishment or the gold paint on there. And I collect blue glass. If you know, you know. Yeah, if you know why I collect blue glass, like, that would be great if you could, like, comment, like, "Oh, I know what you're doing with the blue glass," and kinda, like, allude to what I'm doing with the blue glass, but I might talk about that in a different video and, like, my spirituality and things like that, like, just other more detailed things in my life, after being a Jehovah's Witness and leaving that lifestyle and creating a new one and still being, a person who respects and loves God. Um, so I'm looking at the party supplies because Callie's birthday is coming up, and I wanna prepare for it. Sure, her birthday is in April, so she kinda doesn't know what she wants, but then she does, and she kinda just switches, so I'm just looking at different options. I thought those mini pianas at the top were really cute if you go back and look at it, but yeah, here's the arts and crafts I started looking at,
Have
so I got
Sarah
some of that.
Young,
Oh, I
who
wanna
will
pause here
be
and listen to
joining us
this.
via remote. Go ahead, Sarah.
Hi, thank you so much. I wanted to speak with you guys today. I was raised one of Jehovah's Witnesses. I actually currently still am, although I am considered inactive. I wanted to talk to you about what this bill would look like for children who are currently in the organization. So for someone like myself, it took 4 separate reports throughout my childhood to actually get access to services outside of our congregation. Most children have to wait until they're 18 and legal adults to access any type of therapy or really any contact with social services because we are a very insular community. I am 100% in support of this bill. Most of Jehovah's Witnesses are homeschooled, and our religious teachings are that anything outside of our community is in the hands of the devil. And of course, that makes children not really opt to get support for themselves. So I am in 100% support. It really needs to happen for the sake of children who are too young to consent to being in this religion. Their parents put them in this, and it can be a good upbringing if there are protections there. And it is up to our government and local government to enforce that children who are unable to consent to a 2-person rule, to not accessing help, that there are some safeguards there. And that's all. Thank you.
Sarah, for the record, can you let us know who you are? Identify yourself just for the record.
Yeah, of course. My name is Sarah Young.
All right. Thank you so much. And thanks for coming to testify today.
So much.
You're welcome. And with that, we will close the hearing on Senate Bill 5280.
Okay, so I wanted to stop talking and I put that clip in because I received that video clip earlier that morning before I had went to Pop Shelf, and I was listening to it as I was shopping. And I think it's great that so many people who are no longer witnesses and are speaking up about how things work within that religion and how it's detrimental to young people, because if they don't believe what their parents believe, how they can get shunned out or mistreated or just things like that, especially if the child's baptized, and how that's not okay, and how that stunts developmental growth within a child. And not just a child, but adults too, but especially children. Like, you just don't want to do stuff like that. But here I am, I'm shopping at Costco. You can kind of see the type of foods that I like to buy and get for the household. And like I said, I'm a live-in nanny, and I just make sure that everyone's nutrition is, somewhat up to par. I'm not that super strict, honestly. To other people, I'm super strict, but I don't think I am. It's just balance. I used to eat brie, like a whole wheel of brie, like in 2 or 3 days. Like, I was obsessed with brie for the longest time, and I would eat them with those like flat pretzels. But I stopped doing that, and I got back on my health kick. So I got that sauerkraut. Sauerkraut is a really good natural probiotic. And then Costco had a lot of new stuff there, like that grass-fed butter. I've never seen that at my Costco before. So I grabbed that. I usually get the regular butter that they have in like the 4-pack, and it's got like a bunch of sticks of butter in there. And sometimes I get Kerrygold, but that grass-fed butter, I wanted to try that out. So I grabbed that. And the blue package is the butter that I usually get. I get salted butter. Unless I'm baking, then I'll get unsalted. But oh yes, this money tree. I was super glad to see that. It was $29.99, and it was the last healthy looking one, so I grabbed that. I do like kombuchas and green juices and things like that, so I definitely got a box of kombucha. I got 2 boxes of those Suja drinks. I didn't get any coconut water this time because I still have some left over. And so now I'm to the car, and I'm about to put everything up in there. But I can't put anything in my trunk because the seal around my trunk is messed up. And so when it rains, water gets in my trunk. I do have some plastic bins back there, but it's not big enough for all the groceries to go in, and it's just safer because of how my trunk dips down. Then like the plastic bins don't sit flat, and then they could fall over, and I just had too many different wonky weird experiences. So I just put all the groceries in the back seat, unless for some reason I have the kids and it can't work, but then they kind of just hold some stuff and I put some stuff in the front seat. It's just it's a little ghetto, but I have a car, okay? I got a car, and I'm I'm really excited about the future, and I'm glad I have these businesses and things like that, because I'm really working towards getting a house, and I'm not even like trying to get like some big grandiose house. Like, I really just want to start out to have like a tiny home or an RV, just something for me and my daughter to have, because yeah, right now I'm a live-in nanny, and that situation honestly is a whole blessing. And if you kind of want to know a little bit more about that, I might consider doing a video on that. But God forbid, I don't have this job anymore, I won't really have a place to go. So I need to like start working towards a tiny home or an RV. Um, I have thought about moving out of country, because here in the United States, just things are just so high. Like, it's really crazy, and I'm not about to stress myself out on getting like a $500,000 house. Like, I'm just not doing that, and I'm also not going to sacrifice living in the hood either, because I need my daughter to have good education. Okay, and so that's why I was considering moving out of country. I did do some research, but I still have to build my capital as far as like getting money in general, whether I get the tiny home, RV, or move out of country kind of thing. So that reminds me, I had to actually update my passport. But these peanut butter cups that I'm getting into right now, they are so good. They're like good, like the Justin's peanut butter cups, if anybody has had those, except they don't dry out like the Justin's peanut butter cups do sometimes after they've been out for a while. And they're mini, so you don't feel that bad for eating like 1 or 2 of them, because they're only 2 grams of sugar per like little peanut butter cup. And I was hungry after all that shopping. So this is me struggling trying to get the camera from the front so that I can show you how all the food is looking in the back of my trunk or the back of my seat. So, and I would have got some of those boxes, but it was so busy at Costco that all the good boxes were taken and the other boxes just weren't worth getting. So I'm eating one more peanut butter cup before I make my way back to the house. And then, so this is a whole nother day. This is actually Sunday, the last Sunday of January. And we went to Target. I was looking at like the tribute that they have for Black History Month. And I think they might have had these little stands and sections set up since Martin Luther King's Day was going on. So Target is doing this thing where they're kind of just spotlighting on different artists and fashion designers and people like that in the Black community, and got these little stands and kiosks and things like that. I thought this cup was really nice, really pretty, and I'm just kind of showing off everything that's there. I follow that artist on Instagram, I believe. I love that illustrator. They have clothes, of course, by Black fashion designers. And then they have some of these greeting cards and gift cards with Black and brown people in there. And I liked this outfit. It was not in my size. They didn't have anything in my size with the orange, but I like the material of it. It's thick and it's definitely something I would consider buying. But this pink outfit that I end up pulling out, it's got like a sweater top and then like this sweater material skirt, which I really like. And the front has like a funky shape, and it's not too short and it's not too long. It's good for this time of year here in the South because it still gets cold at night, so you can cover your arms and things like that. And then it's still warm during the day, and you can just kind of throw the sweater over your shoulders, around your waist with the top underneath. And it's just good. You could dress it up, dress it down, tennis shoes, heels, whatever. Callie thought those glasses were really cute. She wanted me to try them on. But yeah, this is the outfit, and I'm just like, I can't get it out of my mind. I really want to get it. The top was in a size large, and I would have liked a medium. And the skirt was in a size extra small, and I really just need a small. And I like to get clothes that are more form-fitting because it helps prevent me from overeating and gaining extra weight subconsciously. Because if I get clothes that are a size too big, then it's like my mind, or I just tend to eat more and then I gain weight. So I have learned to get more form fitted clothes, not like skin tight on everything. Some clothes are like that on me, but it's mostly because I am so consciously training my mind not to overeat, because I have a tendency to overeat like big time, even if it's healthy food. And like that pack of peanut butter cups I got, like that's gone. That was gone in 2 days. Now I wasn't the only one eating it, but yeah. I don't like to have too much sugar and treats in the house, especially like super unhealthy ones, because it'll just get destroyed and it just doesn't make any sense and it's not going to help us in the long run. So I just don't even do that. We're just checking out more stuff in Target. Callie thought that dress was cute. They actually had that dress in XXS, like so super extra small, and it still was too big for her, but she likes frilly things like that. I've been on this hunt for a nice hat because I like the soccer mom look with like the nice coat and then, the nice hat and sunglasses, and it looks like don't talk to me kind of look, but also like the soccer mom look, and it looks like I got like my life together and things like that. I feel like a lot of people think I got my life together. I'm glad that I have that illusion at times. This is me chopping up some onions, celery, and carrots because I'm about to make some lamb and I'm gonna put it in a crock pot. So whatever that's called, lamb stew. I don't know. But one of my family members made it and I asked for the recipe and they told me. And so, yeah, this is me just doing that. They made it in the Dutch oven originally, and I went to Costco. Oh, that's why I went to Costco. I ended up buying all those groceries, which was fine because we needed groceries for the house. But I wanted to go to Costco to get that Dutch oven, and they didn't have it. And usually they do. I know they have those Dutch ovens, but I even called Sam's to see if they had any. And for some reason, I guess because of the holidays being over, they are just like, we don't need it right now. People aren't going to be looking for it. So I missed out on that. Home Goods and TJ Maxx sell Dutch ovens sometimes. And I know like REI and those sports goods places sell them, but it wasn't that serious. I just decided to do it in the crock pot and it turned out really, really great. So this is just me in the process of making it. And I mentioned before that I like to eat vegan and vegetarian. So like I really just try to eat mostly vegan and vegetarian mostly throughout the week, and at most I will eat up to 3 times out the week like a meat, if that makes sense. I just my body can't handle eating meat like that, but this lamb was really good and I was craving it. And then I also had a friend that kind of had like hmm, a death in their family and they were sad about it, and I wanted to practice making it before I just made it for them and gave it to them. So this is me practicing, and that's another one of my goals for this year is to start cooking more home meals for like, the family. And even though I'm a live-in nanny, like it's still like a family vibe in the house. So I cook the meals. I like do most of the cleaning and things like that. And I mostly have the kids. And so when the child's parent is home and I'm home and the kids are home, we do like try to have like a family dynamic so that's not missing, since individually as adults we both are single parents, and it's just nice to kind of give some normalcy of what that energy is like once we achieve that for ourselves in our own way. So I really like the guy that I work for because he's mad cool. And, a lot of people like to say crazy things or, oh, this is going to happen or that's going to happen. And, you know, that's one thing I can say as growing up as a Jehovah's Witness is that it was really the message that was really like kind of put out there was to be like a wholesome, honest, trustworthy person. And I really embraced that. And even when I like did bad things, like I didn't start off this way, but as I grew up and started to understand how valuable it is to be an honest, trustworthy person, how people can see that and take advantage of you or really appreciate that. And then I also had to learn that too, and like how to navigate, okay, red flag with this person. I can't be that open and vulnerable or taken advantage of by this person because they see I'm a trustworthy, honest person. And then other people I can say like, hey, like I can, dibble and dabble with this person because they respect the fact that I'm trustworthy and honest because they have those same values and I can work with them. And so that's the dynamic that allowed me to get this position. And because I'm trusted with a lot of highly confidential things. And no one wants to hire just anybody off the street. So that is one thing that I can say that the Jehovah's Witness organization did send that message. Uh, and a lot of people in the organization, I do feel like are like that. A lot of the members in the organization are very good people. It's just the other doctrines that are a really big deal that get kind of swept under the rug or didn't seem like a big deal at the time because it just no one was seeing how these type of things could fall into the cracks and how bad it could be overall. And so now that's spilling out, and I'm really glad that that's coming out and people are speaking out against it, and certain laws and rules and regulations are being made to stop those type of things. And honestly, that's the part that's so disappointing about the Jehovah's Witness organization, because they pride themselves to be this honest, trustworthy, truthful organization, and they're just not. And instead of being forthcoming, they're hiding and lying. And when I say they, I'm saying the governing body members, like straight up going into court and lying. Like that just blows my mind. And if you haven't seen any of that stuff, you need to go and look at these court cases that are posted up on YouTube or highly accredited sources, because this is not something that's just being made up. So here, after I made the lamb stew, Cali wanted me to put on these press-on nails for her that I bought for her for Christmas. She's been wanting nails for like the longest time. Okay, she bites her nails, and so she really desires to have long nails. And I relate to that because a nail biting is very close to OCD. It's very close to OCD. So it's called a body focused repetitive behavior, BFRB. And some people have it in a slight way when it's like nail biting, and some people have it in a severe way where it's pulling out their hair, or it could be some skin picking, and there's different levels to that. So hers isn't that bad, and it's more common to see in children, adults, whatever. But I got her these press-on nails because she was been begging for them. And then she was trying to do it herself. And then it only has like this sticky stuff on the back. So that doesn't last. So I went out and bought actual nail glue so it would stay. And she was having trouble putting them on. So I just helped her. But this is towards the end of the video. This is how the stew is looking so far. And I'll see you guys next time.